Today's arguably the most packed show of the year, and it almost didn't happen. I'll explain why on the bonus show. But if you're hearing this, if you're seeing me right now, then we managed to get the show done and out. Let's talk about SVB Bank, Silicon Valley Bank. Silicon Valley Bank has collapsed. And while when we look for reasons connected to reality, we find not enough regulation, taking too much risk, miscalculations by bank executives as the reasons why this happened, the right has found their villain. And their villain is wokeness. Wokeness is why the ultra-capitalist SVB Bank has failed. Let's listen to, this was one of the first people to make this claim. This is Republican Congressman James Comer. Where else than Fox News? Explaining woke is why it failed.
And then we see now coming out that they were one of the most woke banks in their quest for the ESG type policy and investing. This could be a trend, and there are consequences for bad Democrat policy. And I think we need to keep an eye on all the banking sector right now.
Yeah. Woke and Democrat policies are why SVB Bank failed. Now, he was ridiculed by anyone who has a shred of common sense, but he doubled down on it.
They were a woke bank. If you look at their director of risk management, she brags about their diversified ESG portfolio. And the problem is that a lot of this is fantasy land. It's like the Green New Deal. It doesn't work. It doesn't pencil out. And if you're a bank being insured by the federal government, which is the FDIC, your responsibility is to grant loans to people who can actually pay them back, not just to people.
All right, so he's continuing the woke bank thing. And it wasn't only James Comer. Fox News host Jesse Waters and many other Fox hosts as well, although I'm not going to play every single clip. He also went with it's not only a woke bank, it's a woke Biden bank, which is a whole new thing.
When the Fed chair finally raised rates, the bank got crushed. Well, why weren't they paying attention? Silicon Valley Bank is a woke Biden bank. They were holding seminars on Lesbian Visibility Day and National Pride Month. Now, if you want to hold a Pride Month, that's fine, but you got to be able to chew gum at the same time and walk. So keep an eye on the balance sheet, guys.
There you go. Well-known finance analyst Jesse Waters. And then Trump's former, speechwriter, advisor guy, Stephen Miller. He also says wokeness is the problem.
4 weeks ago, the Biden signed that says equity, or DEI, is the core mission of every single agency in the federal government. In other words, they want to run the country the way the executives at Silicon Valley Bank ran that financial institution. Take huge, risky gambles on crazy woke projects, crazy climate projects, virtue signaling with no financial integrity, no financial soundness underneath, and this whole country is going to go the way of Silicon Valley Bank if we don't change direction.
All right, woke is the problem. Now, let's go back to reality. Who is more to blame than Biden for what happened? Well, it's not about blaming any one person, but failed former President Donald Trump is definitely more to blame than is Joe Biden. Here is video of Donald Trump in 2018 with Mike Pence standing behind him doing that stupid smirk as he always does. Trump in May of 2018 announcing that he is rolling back so-called crippling Dodd-Frank regulations, the very regulations that could have prevented this particular collapse. Trump bragging about it.
We've done, but we've kept yet another promise as I signed the Economic Growth, Regulatory Relief, and Consumer Protection Act into law. It's a big deal. It's a big deal for our country. This is truly a great day for America and a great day for American workers and small businesses all throughout the nation.
Is it?
The legislation I'm signing today rolls back the crippling Dodd-Frank regulations that are crushing community banks and credit unions nationwide. They were in such...
And of course, Silicon Valley Bank was a bank subject to those regulations, which Trump bragged about eliminating. So Trump and the lack of regulation, of course, is partially to blame. We found out that Silicon Valley Bank was actually operating without a chief risk officer for almost 9 months in the period of 9 months ending in January of this year. The bankers miscalculated risk. They were overextended on tech at a time when tech was struggling. And what we have here is not wokeness hurting the bank. It's the bank's decisions hurting the bank and lack of regulation, because it turns out a lot of these businesses don't have that incentive to regulate themselves. They said, let's take a shot. Let's not play it safe. And then now they want to be bailed out. And importantly, there's a difference between bailing out depositors and bailing out the bank. And that's a subject that we will talk about in the future. But folks, woke is not to blame. One of our sponsors is CuriosityStream, the best place to find and watch documentaries on politics, history, science, technology, nature, you name it, they have it. CuriosityStream has a deeper collection of documentaries than any other streaming service. They add new titles every week, including exclusive award-winning films and shows you can't watch anywhere else. I just watched Ancient Engineering. Fascinating insights into how stuff was built before modern technology and the Industrial Revolution. You can watch CuriosityStream on all of your devices: phone, desktop, game console, smart TV. I'm always finding great documentaries on CuriosityStream that I can't find on any other platforms. It's really the only place to go for documentaries. And they have a special deal for my audience. You can get CuriosityStream for 25% off. Just go to curiositystream.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.